In Hasidus, our focus is on positivity bias. It's seeing the good. It's focusing not on what's going to happen if I don't do the mitzvah, but what's going to happen if I do the mitzvah. So in general, that's our focus. Specifically today, in today's Tanya, part of our journey of understanding the importance of kavanah and just how vital it is, and really fully comprehending and integrating that having conscious intent is not just sprinkles to my divine service. It is like turning on the lights in a dark home. It is really bringing it all together, is knowing what happens when the kavanah is missing. What is the spiritual effect when the kavanah, the intent, is missing from the mitzvah? So when someone specifically is learning Torah, not just without intent, but actually with negative intent, called lo lishma, not for the right sake, meaning for their own honor, wanting to show off, or their own prestige, therefore they're studying Torah, what's going to happen is that their service cannot ascend on high. It's going to stay down here in the world, specifically actually in klipa, since it's such a klipa intent, right? For my own ego, is going to stay in that place of concealment. And we're learning, like, interestingly, even if a person isn't doing it for the positive intent, they're not studying Torah for the positive, even if someone's not studying Torah lo lishma, they're just not studying it lishma. I mean, they don't have any consciousness behind why they're doing it. They're not doing it to connect to Hashem actively. That also cannot ascend on high. So we're learning that it's impossible to serve God truly lishma without arousing one's natural fear and love, at least by having the thoughts that could potentially generate love and awe. I'm not saying that before you learn Torah, you have to be in this place of like, I love God, I want to connect to God, I'm thirsty and I'm yearning. Okay, we don't expect that every second. But at least some consciousness of I actively want to connect, and thinking the thoughts that could arouse within someone that I want to connect. Meaning, even if I don't want to connect, it's like, I want to connect. That itself is very powerful. I want to generate within myself the love and awe that would make me want to connect right now through Torah. And that itself is valid, but it needs to have some kind of consciousness. Just like you don't do something for a friend unless you have some thought of, I want to do this for this person. There needs to be some kind of consciousness that this is for them. When we're learning Torah, there needs to be or doing a mitzvah, there needs to be some consciousness of, I'm doing this for God. And that is a baseline kavanah, and that baseline kavanah is extremely important. Furthermore, the arousal of love alone, without the arousal of at least the lower level fear of God, hidden in every Jewish heart, is not called service, as we're going to explore more later. Meaning it's both the love and the awe. The consciousness of, even if it's not, the deep consciousness of like, I exist within God and all is God and Eino Bevodo, but some consciousness of like, I'm standing before the King, that is vital to have the proper kavanah as we're entering into Torah study and mitzvahs. Thank you for taking the time to explore today's Tanya together.